Well, so nice to see you guys. I think we're going to label this one part 3 of the winter special now. So, crazy sucker. I came out here again, hopes to find some gold. I have scouted this out in the summertime, and I do know there's some gold here. So, you know, we should be able to find something today. So, you guys, I'm going to turn you around and show you where we sit, okay? I hope we earn a subscription today. Okay, I got my torch thawing where I'm gonna dig right for you guys. I've been thawing about 10 or 15 minutes that spot, so it should be fairly thawed. I am close to the water table to begin with. So, I'm gonna explain to you guys what I have here today I'm mining with. I have 2 or 3 big pails. I got my rubber gloves. I got 2 little pails. I got a saucepan. This is kind of where I put my phone when I'm not using it. Then I have the classifier, my pan. I have these other tools also. I got a strong scoop. Always get strong scoops. I got this wicked ass ice cream scoop here. Great for getting the bottom of the hole out. And then I got this. I bet you nobody's seen one of these before. This me and my wife got while we were at an Asian market, and I thought, wow, would that be wicked for cleaning the edges of the holes in the bottom with. So here's a almost one-of-a-kind tool for most people. I guarantee most of you haven't saw this. It's almost like a hand sickle. So I'm gonna film a little bit of that right now, okay? So what I'm trying to do now is just loosen the ground up, right? So that my torch can do its job. Okay, so you can already see how awesome a tool this is. So I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'm going to classify some of the material from here. We're only about -8, -10 today, so it's not too bad. So you guys stay tuned. Okay, this is my hole now. I've loosened the surface 6-8 inches off. I'm just gonna gather dirt and make my hole wider after this. But you see, I'm using the torch. It's a great way to thaw the surface ground so you can keep more of your dirt in your hole. The scoops are working really good. Part at a time. I'm gonna show you far side of the creek over there. It runs over that way. Just looks beautiful. So what I have my bucket over here. What I'm doing, there's my pan. I'm gathering it from the hole to my pan, and then I'm bringing it to the classifier here. So I'll see if I can show you guys a little classifier. So you always want to rock it a little bit so that and I'll show you in a second once I dump it. Okay, you see this green area around the edge here? Your gold can get stuck there. So you can inadvertently just go and throw it right back into the hole again like a fool. So that's a free tip, is tip the classifier side to side, the bucket, so that you get the gold from down along here. Wise, you know, gold's hard enough to find, you guys. I try to teach you the ways not to throw it away. Okay, so I'm at the water table right now. I'm just staying at the top of it. I mean, it's very confusing. Like I said in the other video, here's the funny thing, you guys, okay? You're allowed to manually prospect, you know, with hand tools in the creek, right? But there's no depth you're allowed to go to, how big your hole can be, what your methods of processing are. From what I gather through their confusing mumbo jumbo is you're not allowed to stream sluice, but you can classify and concentrate material, which makes no sense to me because they both do the same thing to the creek. Okay, now the second thing is you can't dig into the banks too much. You can dig to the surface of them, but you can't dig into them, okay? Even if you replace it the way you had it, okay? Now, this is an example. You can't really dig into this too much, but you could dig in down here, okay? But you're allowed to dig into the water table where I'm standing now. But if I was to come up the hill here, where my sled is, this is about 20-30 feet from where the water is now. If I hit the water table at 2 feet, I can't dig into it anymore, even though I'm allowed to dig a 1.2 meter square hole. So if this was a less steep bank and you went in 30 or 40 feet, you know, 100 feet, and you dug to 2 feet and you hit a water table, technically you can't dig any further. So where does any of that make sense, you guys? So I hope you guys understand. I'm trying to explain how tough it is to mine in BC, because this is where I was saying in the other videos how things just, they overlap each other, you know, like, so because I can dig a 1.2 meter hole on land, but technically they say I can remove 3 cubic yards. So before I got to fill it back in. So technically they're saying I can dig a 12-foot long hole by 4 foot wide by 4 foot deep before I have to start filling it back in. Now, how does that make any sense? But you're allowed to dig in the creek behind me here. So does that mean I can make the same size of hole out here as I can in the creek? Who knows, right? So these are the gray areas everybody's getting in trouble for. So I'm trying to just split the difference and try and come up with some sense of what they're trying to do, these guys in the offices. Sometimes I think they've never picked a pan up in their life, you know. We're just trying to earn a buck, make some good videos, but you know, at least we're in an area that's got gold close to the surface. So, you know, I very confident on this video here on producing some gold. This is a good creek. This is a really good creek. So we'll see what we see from this. But thanks for listening to how hard it is for us to, you know, mine up here. I hope you guys can appreciate it. You know, it's not like the rest of the world. This is the only province I've ever seen like this. So, you know, you guys keep enjoying. I got some wicked footage to come. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing here before I get started panning. I got a nice sample for you guys. I'm just warming my pan up real nice. You got to remember, you guys, you got to keep the ice away from your pan. And now I'm just going to warm my bucket up. Some of my pay dirt here. Okay, looking good. Okay, so now I got nice thawed everything. I'm just gonna come out right here and I'll probably do a pan right there for you guys. So I'm gonna get this material into the pan for you guys, and we'll go out into the creek and see what we see, okay? Shut that torch off. Always remember, shut your torch off, kill the propane on it. Okay, so there's my hole. I'm just giving it a break for a few minutes here. Everything's thawed over there now. Got a beautiful pan of material here. This looks like really good material. I'm hopeful there's at least something in this sample here to show everybody. It is pretty cold. You can see there's quite a bit of snow out here already. But just a wonderful creek and area. Just wonderful. So, yeah, this creek just goes for miles and miles and miles. So, can't wait to show you guys more future videos. They'll all be coming. Next season looks really promising. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm here. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. It's chilly out here, you know, and it's a lot of work, but you know, I hope this was worth it. Now, as I was finishing up here, I'll turn it around and show you guys. I saw a little piece, so let's see what else is in here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn you guys around. Okay, so there's my pan down to the last little bit of material, so let's just get rid of it together. Okay. Can't get much more out the big ripples, so we'll do a little panning lesson for your fine panning. Now's when you want to use the smaller ripples. Get rid of some of them other pieces. Yeah, you can almost start to see it start to appear there. Okay, so that's good. Now you get it to that stage, get everything back down. Now this is the really delicate spot, and you definitely want very little current when you're doing this. And you're just gonna let a little bit in, a little bit out. See, there is some black sand in this. There was a few hematites throughout the process. Get it back down again. Okay, I can do this with one hand for you guys. Oh, it's so hard to do by hand. But that's what I can get on camera for you guys. A couple little tiny pickers. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I mean, we're out here. It's almost Christmas time. Another week or so. So, turn you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, okay? A little bit of winter knowledge for you guys. You keep the tiger torch handy, you know, even in the early spring when, you know, you're going out and the ground's still a little hard. Maybe bring it with you if you can get it in where you are, you know. You always got to figure out more creative ways to get the stuff you need to where the gold is, you know. That's the struggle, is finding it. You know, I can show you guys and tell you areas, and you know, everybody can do that, but in the end, you know, the real journey and the adventure, it's up to you, you know. But I recommend staying in mountainous regions where there's mountain creeks, mountain rivers. Those are your best chances to find gold. When you're in the deep plains and everything, unless some ancient deposit was there, you're probably not going to find nothing more than maybe some flowered specks. But if you want a chance at finding real gold, it bubbles up through the mountains. So most mountains are volcanic, as you guys know, so the gold comes up in spiders and comes to the surface. Now that where it's spiders, there could be 20 veins that come off of it. So you could be on a hill that literally has 20 gold veins that are leaking out of it, and usually the creeks below will show that. If you're doing many holes and you're not finding nothing there, there probably never was. So you guys stay tuned, stay safe, and we'll see you again.